are going to go! How you doing, boys? Alright?
What's happening, lad?
Tell us what tell us.
Oh, much damage there.
Paddy's a wee bit late, so you walked in.
Come in a wee bit late. It's says to the lassie there, can I get a coffee? And she says, we're not open for customers. we're doing a show up there.
I like that.
I know, I'm on
It's
it.
quite refreshing, isn't it?
It's good.
Well, there's no many times you've gone somewhere and somebody doesn't know who you are.
It's that freshness with the baldy heat.
That's magic,
Missed
by
a
the
bit
way.
as well, but you can't tell because that's my baldy bit there. Baldiest.
Usually got a cap on, does it no? Cold
Well,
morning
Aye.
for a baldy nap.
Most more I've got that on, but I need a haircut. Look, that's
that's why I would wear a hat.
What?
When do you shave that? How many weeks?
I try and only do it once or twice a week. Because, aye. But
Honestly, see, once you go bald, you need to shave your head more than you need a haircut.
Who does your
So
back?
much.
Who does your back?
But, aye,
Who does
but
the back?
then you need to get a wee
yourself.
mirror. You look in the mirror, you
Seriously?
see them. Aye, I've missed. I go out sometimes.
No.
I've got a big patch of hair. Well, not a big patch, a wee patch, a wee patch. A follicle.
Wee man's rough the day as well.
Aye, you on that's
4
brilliant.
pints last night I had myself.
Four pints of what?
Paulina?
Paulana.
Oh mate, brilliant. No
Mad.
chemicals in that either.
No chemicals?
No.
Did you check it?
It's chemicals and everything.
No, it's because it's all German
Aye,
beer.
but you're good to explain that. Explain it.
Well, no, because German beer, they take out all the chemicals supposedly compared to all the other beers, so I feel...
What chemicals do they not have?
It's the barley and that out it.
But see,
You're
Barley's not a
doing
chemical.
so well there.
Anyway, birthday boy!
hold on a minute.
No,
Aye,
it does.
Why do you drink? Why did you drink in the first place? To get what?
We had a rough day, mate.
I had a long day
Right.
yesterday.
We had a long day. So I had to
To release a few
relax.
endorphins.
Aye.
So why are you worried about the chemicals?
You shouldn't be rough though, that's the whole point.
Councillor Ferguson is fucking quizzing him.
Aye, never have it.
He's been in Germany twice and he's been drinking German beer now.
Mate, birthday boy, we need to
Birthday
speak
boy,
about it.
come on, birthday
What
boy.
age are you, wee man?
Birthday boy.
What age are you?
Just over 60.
No, give us a
63. 60.
He's looking at
Okay, you.
That's good.
He looks better at 63 than he did at 20
Fucking
when
hate
I
to
was
see
in
him.
there.
I was a hunk at 20.
You're even hunkier now, mate.
I had a feather cut and everything.
Aye.
I had a feather cut.
It was you
You had a
showed me the
feather
bite.
cut.
Aye, I had a
No, that-
big mullet by the way. So I was. It was
Well,
you
I
got me into drink. It was actually a
Fuck
blame you.
off.
Aye,
No,
was you?
never.
Was you?
No, I did not.
How did that come about?
It just on the bus when we were travelling. It was sometimes
The tuning?
No, back
Come
to
back
that
to
call.
game. Did you need to go and drink, wee man? He says, aye, you work hard and you play hard. So I just took his advice.
Saturday night, Saturday.
What was your first drink, you remember?
My first drink, it was actually, I think it was with Big Joke. When it when Big Joke came, on Malta. We got took into a piano bar. You know what Big Joke was like?
Joke who?
It was.
Right. You'd first
Oh, you
drink
made
for your
it,
manager?
Aye. I was 17 then.
You had to drink nowadays, didn't you? It was the strangest
Big
thing in the world.
You'd have got locked in a room with a piano bar and everybody threw in and that's it.
have a drink.
Have a drink and you had to drink.
No chemicals in the beer? or?
No, no.
No chemicals. As long as there's no chemicals.
I say that. Somebody did say that. There's no chemicals in it.
What you did?
But you're not meant to get a hangover, that's...
Is that the?
The roughest
And
thing.
your that's got nothing to do with the drink. It's just your life, innit?
Best I've seen you.
Get scudded last week, mate, didn't I? No snooker, mate.
No,
Did you get scudded again? Aye.
And we Ross McCormick scudded you as well, but no, that wasn't as good.
The white van. He done a white van. Come in and give you a survey.
Get his ass survey to Ross McCormick.
Where Oscar's at him. Hello, sexy. What's going to happen is I'm going to pull up my van and get on him abducting you.
He fell for the old, I've got a snooker table in the backyard. Don't need it, don't need it this morning.
Come and see this tune in
You
the back
got
of my
down
van.
last week, didn't you?
You were brilliant, no, weren't you, mate?
No, I
You
was-
were brilliant. I was gone last week, mate. I feel I'm getting worse than when I'm playing.
Oh, you said that.
I don't know what it is.
Is he getting the...
But I
You'd one good for him, you'd one
But what we need is always to be gone. I hate this.
You don't like it when the guys in the next table are watching you. What are you going to buy there?
They'll be playing. We have like two
So
tables.
you were having that.
Chat at pickleball.
Aye, I
Shut
couldn't
your
make it anyway, Dave, so that's alright.
You shut your pants. No. I thought you were going to arrange it because you text me for a number. And I thought, you're in.
Oh, was that for the Hamilton boys number?
Aye,
that was for other business, mate.
Oh, was it?
Can you sort the pickleball then?
That's sorted. I've already passed that by them.
I think this is
Put it back to next week. You've got to do it next week.
Thursday.
Date next week. I've got
Big
Wales to watch.
You play, but
Wet
you
like gel in the hair.
Do you want to know what I might do?
This is 6 conversations going on
Aye.
here.
No, I might do it because if it feels alright.
You don't like
Feeling
it when
no
it's about
bad.
you, do
No,
you?
I'll go back.
Go. I might have a wee go at it, but
He's ready to slay in his bag. He's got the wet like gel.
is it?
I've not seen that wet look.
Well, it's one of them for the
Was it
news
the
agent.
purple one?
For the
Pink?
news agent.
Green, purple, pink, or blue. One.
Somebody has a wee bit.
Steve McMahon.
Seen you right here, you'd look like Richard Gordon, a younger Richard Gordon.
Like it.
You've got that sharp.
Chiseled,
Aye, you do, mate. Big lip.
I don't think he'll be quite as clever as Richard Gordon.
Fuck's sake.
I'm just being
No, yes, he is a
he's
very
fucking
clever.
frightening.
Best comment ever on the live yesterday. Somebody says they seen his dad crying in Sports Direct, crying on the gum shield.
I'm telling you, now, that's my pet peeves. The lies that are getting made about my dad.
So, I wonder where they started.
What's he need to bite down and stuff for?
Do you know how people stand at the game with, can I have your top? His dad stands with Hitati, can I have your gum shield? Six at the full white face, Ellie Barr to Anderson.
Oh, it's just a real bad shit. Oh, yeah, fuck him, man. Sorry, that is my peeve this week. The lies people are making about my dad.
Oh,
Every
it's a-
shop, I've seen him at strippers, I've seen him walking by this, he's greeting out. He's just greeting out.
Greeting an Aldi something.
Greeting an Aldi at the condom section. Every, so you need to wrap it. Don't want to fuck. I'd love to meet you. This is my, I tell you,
Is that
this is
just
a
your comments?
This is my favourite hour of the full week. It's the most anticipated. I heard this the other day from someone. It's the most anticipated show it's going about now. Anticipated.
Is that the dad?
For the
Is this the hour he puts a gum shield on?
do you know what I think this shows that like, people are buzzing to get on it because anything could happen. It's fucking wild.
Well, what about the energy last week?
Wow, mate.
Was
Even
there a lot of
that, because this could turn any second. Because you were. No, you were a prick. So was she.
Oh, no, the two of you. There you go.
It was him that says you will get your face cemented.
I don't know. He's alright. Right, leave Richard Gordon alone. He's got fucking Pringle and he can't talk to him. Right. Fuck's sake. Where did you get that? That's Nick Faldo's old fucking golf jumper, isn't it?
Fake. That's fucking
No fake.
Come on.
That's not fake. Not on the charity show. People like the charity show.
Pringles.
Give him that.
£6.50.
Go down with a packet of crisps.
And only because it's got a hole in the
There's
underneath.
no
it.
way.
What's happening there?
Let's get two holes.
I know, that's because his dad borrowed it.
You need
Sean
one to
Connery
shrink
number
it.
that, man.
Sean Connery,
Mate,
vintage.
it's a bit big for you.
And all, it's meant to be big, baggy look.
Nick Faldo.
Oversized. Alright, mate, we've got a fan's pet peeve. This relates to what you were saying earlier. Pet peeve for you when you're waiting at the petrol station to get to a pump and the prick in the car in front is fucking about after having already filled their car. Get out my way.
Is that serious? Because I brought that. I never even read that. I swear I never read
You
that.
brought it up.
I was
Couldn't
in-
have read it. It's on his phone.
What's no?
He's not on
Oh, yeah, don't be a brain like that. Fucking, what do you do? The snooker, I bet they sit in the snooker and go, let's get into it next Thursday.
Oh, they were going for you last week.
Who was stick up for me?
I don't think it's gone for him. He made a stupid statement that you wouldn't want to win a cup.
I thought you
The
were.
guy that's famous for winning a cup.
Oh,
They're still going for you. Right, I'm fucking out of this.
You back me up, I paid your mortgage.
Thank you, Mom.
I gave you some contract to
You
raise.
did, aye.
Exactly.
You did, aye.
Nearly put them under.
Did Andy not agree with Dale?
I did. Hold
Clyde thing,
on
innit?
a
It's a Clyde
minute.
thing.
Hold on a minute.
On what?
Who the
What
fuck's
we talking
Dale?
about now?
Aye.
What do you want? You know, you
That's a
called
bit
it?
rude, isn't it?
Is it?
I've known you for a wee while now.
That's aye.
What do you prefer, Gordon? Mr.
Ferry.
Dale?
Daz.
I'm not about a Ferry.
Daz, look.
What was Steve McMahon last night calling fucking Bellingham Jude and Mbappe killing?
Shocking last night he was.
Los
What if he knows?
Atleti. Mate, you're not on Spanish TV. So you forget Atleti.
But did you not see the graphic had Atleti
But
on Real
him,
Madrid?
man. Mate, do you know what else does my tits in him? He thinks he's got insiders at Real Madrid. He was here about 20 years ago. Been speaking to-
He was brilliant.
How do you know he doesn't know?
Who would he know it, man?
How do you know?
Dead man, nothing, man. They're not happy inside. Insiders tell me.
How's that penalty not been given last
That's
night?
shocking.
Shocking, man. No way.
Did you see it?
He kicked it twice.
I don't think he did, mate.
No, he never. It's not even
There's videos
close,
going
I've
about
no
now where it
chance.
looks like he's
No
getting
chance.
Kicks it over
Hey,
his
I've played
left
that
foot.
back
Don't know if he does,
fucking
innit?
20 times. No chance. That's far again. Too busy. getting involved.
Yeah.
What about the goalie's attempt at the last penalty?
Pathetic.
Terrible.
What the fuck?
Pathetic.
What
Not
was
happy with it.
Simeone was going off his nut, wasn't he?
He's amazing.
Even
isn't
after the game, mate, you think he's won the Champions League?
He's
Seriously?
been there some amount of time, hasn't he?
What's your view on this? I wanted to ask you because he wore a black shirt with a black tie.
Love it.
Do you like it?
Aye.
John
always
Wick.
wore all black.
Who?
John
Yes.
Wick.
Who's that?
Aye, film.
Class.
Who does it?
John
Aye,
Wick.
I like that.
John, it's a
Oh, I know, John.
See if
Wick.
I was going to
I thought you meant Joe. but-
funeral, wedding, that's the way to dress.
Is that what got you into the gym, aye? Joe Wick's the
I'm
lockdown.
getting into David Lloyd's laugh.
Dancers and then
I'm on the
Snapchat.
treadmill here.
Do you not like
Boy.
that?
No, not for me.
Do you
Then I
like
like the
that?
two
I quite like
I like the all black on Simone. He's always
yeah,
wore it.
Aye.
the dark colours. Aye.
Especially him.
Dark art.
His boy was good, wasn't
No,
he?
what about his boy
Boy
play?
was brilliant, I thought.
I know, but there's something
That's a weird-
happening in it.
Why? What if,
But your
if he's
boy-
good enough?
I
Yeah, I could
Imagine
understand
sitting in the
if he
dressing
was
you
rubbish.
walk in the gap
I
and
would
his boy's
find
sitting there.
that very
Aye.
Cover your ears for 2 minutes, you wee prick.
That's so difficult.
Aye.
I had that with Hingley, boy, Terry Christie's boy.
Is this the way to
Amarillo.
They had a domestic at half time at Alva.
Max.
Aye, Max, because they come in and he wasn't happy about something, and then he went, "You fucking, you're not even tidying your room and all." I was, serious.
You're grounded.
And they had a domestic.
Imagine
and he
having
just
his
sat
dad.
there. I know.
Do you remember that gum shield yesterday?
This needs to go. This gum shield's going to stick. I'm going to need to watch. I'm watching the game on Sunday. Mate. See if we see a tatty. How awkward will that be for
Oh, amazing. We had Jim McInally, whose son-in-law was Ryan Dow, which was even worse, and they would
Right.
travel from Dundee to Peterhead together, and then they would travel back from Peterhead to Dundee, and after one game, Ryan Dow's had a shocker, and Jim McInally's at him after the game, "You are a brainless bastard." And then Ryan Dow's texted me the full way, like, "Mate, we've not said a word."
Oh,
Peterhead,
that's awkward.
that is horrible, isn't it?
God.
It's
So Matt Christie and Terry Christie was dads,
They were having, genuine, that's straight up, no winding you up, you couldn't believe it. So for 10, 15 minutes they were having a go at each other, father and son in the dressing room. Mad.
Anything else annoying you this week?
Aye.
The petrol station. You're
Petrol
talking about it there. The people. I hope you fucking do this. I really do. See when you get in a petrol station.
I hope you do.
I do. I'm just wanting one at him.
I'm going to tell you right now, right? I do.
You get in
I
a
do.
petrol station. You get in a petrol. It's quite busy. Do you wait behind somebody until you get to where you want to put the petrol, or do you just stretch your petrol pump over? Tell me you stretch over.
No, I wait.
Do you?
Yeah, you go, that's what
He hates it.
That's what I said, I know.
Why? What impact's it having on you?
Right, hold on. You're into put petrol in, aren't you?
Aye.
Right. So you can still put petrol in, go on the other side, open your cap, stretch it out and put
But
petrol in.
does.
And it keeps everything flowing.
But how does it stop it from flowing if there's a spare
Because
one?
you're fucking standing
But
behind
the guy
and then
behind
what
can
happens
go.
if the guy's the same as you? All of a sudden we've got a
Aye,
queue up
the
there.
guy
on a
behind
fucking
can go.
Sunday afternoon.
If you're behind me, you're buzzing.
Right. But
Hold on.
Because you'll get your petrol in quicker.
waiting for you to fill
Sorry,
up.
but you'll get your petrol in quicker because there's a
can I
spare one.
referee this, aye? It's all right for
Aye,
you.
because I'm
It's all
doing
right
it
for
the right
you.
way.
Aye, but you'll get your
You've
petrol.
got a big hose. You've got a big hose, you can forget it.
It's the same,
You
as
like
the,
it, my guy?
same as the toilet. But
Some
toilet's
days I've
busy, I just stretch it
Some
out.
days have just got to wait, so you can just stretch that big
I don't
hose
believe
over.
But
you,
you're
mate.
going to get your petrol quicker.
But what I'm saying is, what happens if everybody's got the same mindset?
Aye.
So there's about three in that one, and
It depends how busy it is. If it's one
got
motor,
to-
I'll wait. I wouldn't wait behind two.
got to.
If it's one motor there, I'll wait behind.
I just
You seen somebody bump petrol, didn't you? People used to bump petrol.
Aye, that was back in the day.
How'd you do that?
Just drive
you
out.
do. You just
Drive in,
right.
fill up, and away. Aye.
Was
The
did
guy-
Roscoe have a full van when? Was his van full?
Phil. Aye. It was his
Balls
diesel. Could you smell the diesel?
Balls
Oh, I love
full.
the smell of petrol.
Where's the diesel you can smell?
Do you like the smell of petrol?
He's getting him a wee bit unleaded.
I'm coming across like a right wee
Slaney.
fake and shit.
Smell of petrol.
I
You
love
feel
it.
that?
Love
so
it.
they are. Innit?
That
Smell
and
of
polish, I
petrol's
love boot
brilliant, innit?
polish as well.
But polish nice.
Brilliant. And then nail varnish, I love nail varnish.
Oh, aye.
I don't ever have it on
Nail
before you
varnish,
say
nail
that.
varnish.
But I love nail varnish.
His dad wears it, didn't he?
What a combo.
It's towel.
Is that your
and nail
aftershave
varnish
of
in the
choice?
gum shield.
So everything else apart from the smell of perfume, you like, aye?
No, I like perfume.
You
Your
like
dad was
perfume?
saying your dad was saying crying at Sinclair's accessories.
Can his ears peel?
They never had his collar and nail varnish.
We need to stop this. Get his ears pierced. Get his neck pierced.
Why is she went to Claire to get a dick pierced?
Get these nipple pierced.
That's a Harvey. I know you'll be raging with me.
You need a pint of German beer.
I need a full line up to me. Need chemicals, don't I know?
Aye.
Need
Anything
chemical
else? You
beers.
going to say something?
No, just some. I'm getting smacked. I've been bullied this week. Aye. Aye, smack.
What's smack?
I was
Said he's not have a gum shield on when he done it.
I just when you're sitting and you get hit with a fucking Buzz Lightyear or something right in the face or a Woody, you know, I'm watching the way.
You got hit in the face with
Oh,
Woody?
wait.
And then you're just sitting. and then you're just sitting.
Wee Roscoe's been doing the rounds.
You in the van and all.
Exactly. Hey, Slaney, get that fucking varnish laptop. Right, Derek.
This is when the way just jumps on you for no reason when you're sitting watching the telly. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
No, you're not at my age. You're not
She
expecting
loves
it.
it a bit, I mean, she loves you, innit?
It's a
Chaos,
bit mad mental. So it is, isn't it?
Paddy, and you seen your daughter, it's her birthday, so it's 17,
17, aye. First driving lesson last night.
Oh, did she?
How'd it
How
go,
do you
mate?
feel? Were you?
Are you paying for
Did you wave her away?
How
Or
dare
she tell
they
you
know,
to stay
boy?
inside?
No, she'd never. They take her away.
No.
Give her a wee shot. No, what, driving lesson?
40 quid, innit?
No, it's more than that, mate.
No, 40 quid. Nearly 40 quid.
Aye, it's-
Is it?
That's the game. That's what you should
For an hour, I thought it was
You should be driving
Maybe
instructor.
for an hour, but
I know, right?
I thought I'd been
Did you?
at one point.
No, you couldn't
when I
help
was
yourself. You'd be taking them down Strathy Park.
When I was on my arse, right, when I was driving my
right.
dumper truck, I thought, must be a better life in this. And I thought, what could I do? Because obviously, you go for football,
Aye.
school, right in thick as fuck as well, right? So you've not got any hires or O levels to fall back, and you just want to be a footballer. And you think, see, when it goes wrong in the football, you go, what am I going to do?
And that was one of the. You think about that?
Driving something.
I know, but I
I was
know
a car salesman.
why you're thinking about that, innit? It's only for one reason, innit?
that's
No.
all right.
I was a car
Imagine
salesman.
being a driving instructor.
Why you naked?
Into the woods and all that. You take that.
Why we reverse it? Why you get Cormac's big white van?
Imagine that doing your driving lessons in a white van.
The Cormac pipe.
Go again, the passenger seat. No. And right in the back.
You'll find all the gear in there.
Amazing. That must be weird to a 17-year-old.
I've got an older boy.
What age is he?
What question's
No,
that?
just because you think Faddy being quite young, innit? And he's got a 17-year-old, like, near that, do you know what I mean? And your oldest, what, 19?
He's 18 now.
18.
So. Aye, it's, that is weird. Sometimes you go, how can I be this old?
Are they going out in the tune and that now?
I know, that's the thing.
My boy, he doesn't really drink, so, but he's been out a couple of times.
What do you think
Fad's going
about?
out for
Just
it.
sit up, wait.
What are you going to be like and the boys are sniffing about?
Oh, that's quite a good question.
I would take
I
that
actually
as
think
a
about that with my
No, you never
granddaughters, aye.
think of
I
that.
would take that as a dad.
That must be tough, innit?
What can you do?
No,
What- I know, what can you do?
I know.
What can
Innit?
you do? I don't know. I'm not thinking about
Foley
that.
them.
I know, it must be tough, innit?
See, the first
'Cause
time you
want
meet the boyfriend, but do you, as a dad, do you kind of let on him?
a wee bit.
Do you know what I mean?
I think there's a wee bit of that.
Aye.
Nah, I think he just thinks
Don't
you're a
know.
prick there.
I don't-
I'd just be trying.
I think there's no fear in it.
Nah.
Like, what?
If I get off my seat,
What you, aye. Aye,
sure,
basically.
get off the fucking seat.
Walk in the house, all right, big man. High fiving you in that.
Any
How
beers in
you?
the fridge? Fuck Fergie's going out my door.
Comes down the stairs with a gum shield.
Nail varnish.
Any of that banana, the foot the chemicals.
Right, lads, that's how the Cooting Show is brought to you by our partners at
SBK.
Yes, this week they've got a big offer on Sunday's big game at Celtic Park. When you place a £10 bet builder on Celtic v Rangers, you'll get a £5 free bet builder. Opt-in required, Paul.
I know exactly what I'm going to do this week for the bet builder.
What you done?
So I will be winning people money. I'll tell you at the end when we do it.
Right,
Take it away, Simon.
link to sign up to an account is in the description box below. T&Cs do apply. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly. Also, please remember to like and comment on this video and subscribe to Open Goal. Now it's time to enjoy the show. That's been copy and pasted from yesterday.
Don't know about that.
I was going to send you that. Did you have any had a bet on Cheltenham this week?
Aye.
First day fucked it. And
What was that horse that just meant to fall?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Fucked everyone, man.
Mate, that was
That's
shite.
got to be at it, innit?
Ah, but even the
100%.
no, even the
These races, they all want to win. There's some where you go,
Remember Annie Power? Ruby Walsh waiting on the floor.
Aye.
Fucked it and that. That can't be right.
Nah.
Why?
Ruby Walsh, the best jockey of all time, mate, fell at the last.
Mate, you can't foil them, they're too small. The big Grand National ones, you can, but no, they Cheltenham.
Monsters,
Fences.
Well,
We showed that the
well,
other
you
day.
can.
About Ruby Walsh.
I had a big story.
They've got to sort out the start, haven't they? They can't quite get the start right. Which they're
No,
not
but
the
is it-
shit,
aye,
by
what's
the way.
going on?
They're all coming or going. They're facing the wrong way, aren't they?
Mate,
Get
you're spot on.
innit?
How annoying was that the other day?
They've got to sort that out. Even yesterday.
Why should not just
Things
let
that
them go?
things that
Three
should
man.
annoy you
because-
annoy
but there
you
you go.
so much. It's not
But
just
they're-
a wee bit annoying.
But they're all
they
trying
really
to go on a
annoy
gallop. Innit? They start some.
But do you know what annoys me the most, Del? They were all walking up fine. Just lift
Aye.
the thing and let them
And
go.
let them go.
You make them stop.
They're all
Wait.
walking up. What are they doing? They're all walking up.
I know. No, sound. And he
Then
stops him and he's
then
like,
they'll go
"Wait."
away back. Aye.
See, when that horse turns, mate, you're going to fucking get a hold of your horse. Honestly, mate, I was the same, mate, getting my fucking tits in.
Why
They
is
start-
it so
I don't know
annoying?
why it's so annoying.
It is. I felt
Isn't it?
feel it, I know. Aye.
Mate, you're the scariest driver I've ever seen.
What about that lorry driver yesterday?
I bet he's given that lorry driver it for about 5 minutes.
They wonder.
Where's the
mess
driver
with
doing? Just driving?
Don't mess with a lorry driver.
Oh, mate, Edinburgh. Have you been driving in Edinburgh recently as well?
Aye.
Holy fuck, man. Took us ages, didn't it?
The traffic was
Do
brutal.
you go in
To get to Easter Road, we went
Oh,
to go
Easter
all the way
Road's-
around the back.
That's a
Easter
shocker.
Road's terrible.
Right, it was your brother last week we were talking about your boy now, fucking hell.
Brilliant.
You got a granny we
Aye.
can speak about next week. Lewis is back in the Scotland squad,
Brilliant.
everyone delighted. Hey.
Go on,
I tell you what, but it's no just he's get back in because he's been there before. Playing well, playing really well. And man, we touched on that, didn't we? Spoke about it. He's come back obviously for that injury. How the quickness that he come back was, it kind of freaked me out a wee bit. But no, he's back. He's playing really well, and they're managing him really well as well at the minute because there was a period of time they were playing like 3 games in a week. So he'd be in a game, maybe be involved in another one, but no, he's playing at he's playing a different role under Italiano as well. Under Motta, he was just off the front, but he's playing in a 2 in the middle.
Do you think that might give him a chance of playing with Steve Clarke now? Because
don't know.
McGregor's obviously left that role, hasn't he?
Aye, I don't.
And he plays with 2 in the defensive
I'm not going
midfield.
to.
I don't think, but I think we know he can do it.
Yeah.
He can play different
He
roles.
can do
But he-
any role.
I think, I don't know, you'd need to ask him. I've not even asked him that, what role he enjoys, but I think for the deeper role he gets about the park, box to box, he enjoys it, and he enjoys that physicality as well. Because a physical game the other day against Hellas Verona. So, nah, he's
When did you find out he was in the squad, mate?
just like everybody else. So I'll be picking him up, which is nice because I'll go and pick him up. I think it's Sunday night, and Monday it looks like Sunday night after his game against Lazio. So that'll be a nice thing for me to go and pick him up at the airport and bring him back.
Do you think that's weird when you say
Lazio.
after his game against Lazio, as if it's just
Aye, I know. Aye, so it's all the hard work, everything he's went through.
Aye.
I can remember back to last April when he picked it up when he wasn't going to be in that the Euros. I mean, it was like a boot in the boys, honestly. See, for me, it killed me. He doesn't know this. It killed me, I know. Because I just wanted him to enjoy. I wanted him to go to the big tournaments. I wanted him to do really well. Of course he did. And you see, it's like with any other player, I know. I hate seeing people getting bad injuries. But when it's your own boy and then watching the process. But he's an animal when it comes to that mentality. It freaked me out when he sent me footage after about 4.5, 5 months where he was out training, running about, in and out of the markers, striking balls. I went, it's too early. But no, they're dead robust out there.
Aye.
And then I get the chance to go into the rehab centre, which is right next to the training ground.
For drink?
No, I went in, by the way, that's shit hot. Why we haven't got these centres throughout Scotland is something they need to look into. That's right next to their training ground. Downstairs, it's like kind of the general public or whatever, guys, and then it's upstairs where they have about 6 to 8 players and they've got the guys all assigned to them. So I spoke to the guy that was taking him through his rehab and it's tough. But I knew he enjoys that. He's got the mentality for that. He embraced it, and as much as I was disappointed. He just kind of shrugged it off and says, "Right, man, well, what's happened? What's happened? Time to go on, mate." So
you know you would have been like that though yourself, didn't you? It's different because it's your boy. Like when you get injured, you go, right, I'm going to, how long am I out for? I'm going to try and get back quicker. I'm going to do everything right. Make sure you're back. And everybody else on about you's gone, oh, this is terrible, and feeling sorry for
What's
you.
the longest
Whereas you
you've
just
been
need to
out
go.
He does.
13
You said
months.
a bad one, you did.
What way?
13 months.
I done my cruise ship, and then we'd every kind of milestone or every month you're getting through further in the cup. So then I think by the time I'd done it, it was maybe 6 months, and then we'd cup final. So I'm like, right, if we can keep going, then I'm going to try and get back for the cup final. I come back after about 7 months to like done all my rehab, ready to trained, but I was still getting a wee bit of discomfort and a bit of swelling. And the doc at the time thought I just maybe needed a clean it, just like a wee flush out to maybe right after that season, be back for pre-season. So I went in for what I thought was going to be a clean it, and when I come round, my knee was all bandaged, I was in agony, and the surgeon was like, I've got bad news for you. Well, clearly I could tell, because I've had keyhole before where you wake up and you're ready to go.
Ready to go.
I says, well, I could tell when I woke up. He says, you've had a problem on where you're the thigh bone and the shin bone. Like, he says you've got a problem with the cartilage on the surface. So I've had to fix that. Come back and see me in 3 months. I says, well, how long am I going to be out for? He went, can't tell you right now whether you'll be back or not.
That's all that.
So then I went back to see him. He's like, oh, you'll be back. But it was in total 13, I think, just 13 months.
I done a year.
And I never recovered for it.
Did you know?
No.
See the crazy thing? I think he's still attached to that rehab centre. Although he's been playing. I think because they keep you on board for a year, but he's been playing for the last 3 months. Or more than that. I'm not exactly sure, but he's still, I think then he gets signed off. So he's still, and sometimes there'll be days when they're just going out and it'll just be a few wee boxes and all that. He'll then maybe go and do his other stuff,
Done properly, innit?
Oh,
yeah.
Aye, remember the old pubic.
That's agony.
By the way, I don't think MD.
Of course it was your pubic thing, wasn't it?
No.
grinding away too much.
Do you get that now?
Aye.
You still get that, a lot of people
By
get
the way, one of the sorest things in the world.
Did you have injections? Aye, big Nizzy. I remember Scott Nisbet getting them.
If we went from there to there now.
By the way, did you hear on the radio coming in? They're having Botox parties and all that. No, you've got to watch out for them.
It's in the back of Ross McCormick's van.
Watch out for the big white vans driving.
Does Lewis know you're picking him up for the airport? You remember that on your wee guy and you thought your mum was picking you up with your dad? You're like,
Motor's a pure banger. Worst motor ever,
but your mum will get you like buzzing, man. Mum's picking us up there, your dad would drive me like,
Aye, he does know him, but it's...
Took it apart in the collar, didn't you?
I don't want to get off the subject here,
Right,
but you've noticed anything about this table? I turned round to get a glass of my water, right? That's dirty bastard. Because he's got a hangover. He's waited till I've turned round there, swapped the water.
We need to get the footage of that.
And he just was sitting like that, looking at me in the corner of his eye.
Yeah, I've not touched that.
No, I'm fine.
I've not touched
take
it.
it with water.
Slabber, I did it.
We need a round of applause. Lennon Miller, James Wilson.
Aye.
Do you think lads will feature in these games?
Hopefully.
Maybe Miller more so than Wilson, would you? I don't know.
I'd go the other way and say Wilson more because of the options up front. I don't know.
Because of formation.
I just think there's a lot of good options in the middle.
I just think it's great that they're in, because it has been a criticism before that we don't put young players in.
Do you know, I think it's great for the squad and all? They've got a couple of younger guys in, gives you a wee buzz and all, doesn't it?
They'll all be watching.
They'll bring...
See the ones that are playing against them, they'll realise how good they are. See the ones that play in England, definitely be watching them thinking they're good players, by the way. So they'll be looking forward to seeing what they're like. Because they'll get asked, you know what it's like, you'll get asked by players, guys in your club, scouts will be like, what they like, what do you think? Not to, obviously, to sign them based on what you're saying, but they will be asked about them. People will be.
And it'll not just be the player, what they're like, as people as well, how they integrate with everybody. And all that sorts of...
I agree a wee bit with you about Wilson, right? And the reason I'm saying that, see when you look at our middle of the park, we're talking about Lewis, right? You'd be thinking, Lewis could get in there. And the one person I forgot who's been brilliant in the last few games for us, Kenny McLean.
Kenny,
Right? I think he's now a stick on to play.
Yeah.
And then you look at McTominay, McGinn, obviously,
Gilmore.
Gilmore. So all of a sudden, you've got that ray of talent in there. I agree with you. I think Wilson gives us a wee bit. We look at Doak. We sat there and waited for him. Look what he produced, right? Gave us excitement, energy, pace, everything about it. But listen, I agree with the boys.
You don't mention Christie either. Christie's been
Christie's been
top
drawer.
With Bournemouth. And another one is a young boy doing it. Kilmarnock, wait.
I know, I wanted to see Wales, innit?
You know, so...
See the fact that Doak done so well, being an untested youngster, do you think that gave Steve Clarke more confidence to go and put other young boys in the
100%.
squad?
But to be fair to Steve Clarke, everybody used to go on about this. Oh, he picks the same players. See, you look at Steve Clarke's squads over the... He doesn't. He gives people an opportunity, and I'm delighted. Young talent, it's nothing better to see young players in there. And even if they don't go on, right, or they don't play, see the experience. Everybody tells you it's brilliant.
But it's for the squad, I think. I think the squad will enjoy that. The core, because there's a core there, of course there is. And they'll enjoy the kind of these guys coming in and with something to prove as well. That just adds a wee bit. It was a wee edge, isn't it?
Anyone else unlucky to miss it? Wales, we said. McCowan.
McCowan, aye.
But again, is it just the fact of that area that is so strong?
Aye, McCown's been excellent for Celtic. You can't. Every time he's come on, he's made an impact. And people, Celtic fans, will be a bit disappointed. But say they leave some. He's no. I think he's in the radar. I think there are a few injuries. He'll be next one in there. But I just think if you look at Middle Park, I think his biggest headache is who's going to play.
Will he stick with the four?
No, I think with Tierney back.
Tierney back plus Stokes out, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, probably lends to going back to a back three with the four midfielders.
Think he should?
I don't know, because I think that Doak coming in is the biggest reason why you would, obviously Tierney not being there, but Doak being in, because it means you can play different. You can have a winger, somebody that's going to go and take people on.
That's what you need.
I don't know who's going
to step in.
Because I know Wilson they play like a diamond, so he makes a lot of runs wide. But he's not a wide man. No. He's a striker. So I wouldn't be surprised to see going back.
They have been so much better with the four though, haven't they? But then again,
Doak
brilliant though,
difference.
Yeah.
Doak makes a big.
And you need that type, because Greece will sit in. I've watched a couple of games against.
By the way, they're a good team.
But they do sit in. They allow you to have the ball, but they're brought you in transition, letting break. They break on you. I know that.
We've got because your brother's Rangers manager now. Your brother's Rangers manager. Transitions and
that. Honestly, that's how you need wingers. That's how Doak's a big miss. You need guys in the area.
So who you put on the wide area is it between Ralston and Max Johnson?
Oh, Ralston will play.
I think
Ralston will play all day.
Even though he's not played a lot.
But Ralston has, I think since he's been put in there, he's never let us down.
No.
I know he's never let us down, right? But the amount of times that the ball goes out that side and you didn't get an end product when you end up coming back.
Me personally, I think obviously Max Johnson's a good player. He's played
very good player, Max Johnson.
But I think he'll stick with Ralston. I really do, and I think he should. If that's my honest opinion, whether it's a 4 or a wing back, I think he can go up and down. I know the argument is, he doesn't get a regular game with Celtic. I take that on board, but I think Ralston's been in there and done us a good job.
I think the difference is, I think the last few, it has to be Ralston.
Because
sorry, at the start, and then he's built into having, Ralston's done really well. Doesn't matter if he's not playing, which is another point that probably backs up what you're saying, that he's not been playing anyway, and it's not really mattered. He's done well. But I think having a different option, Max Johnson being in for the start, then it gives you a chance to see what they're like in training in the lead up to the game. He'll have an idea of what formation he's going to play, what team he's going to play, but there might be, something that
would he be
mind
brave enough to keep his 4 and leave Tierney out? I know what you're going to say.
I think so, aye.
About the wide areas, he could maybe play sort of players into out. You know what I mean? I thought the other night, we'll talk about last week with Rangers, they played sort of Tierney in to out, and I thought it worked brilliant for him, obviously, with the result. He could work in that. Because
Tierney came on left mid for Arsenal.
Left side, yeah.
He's playing with that. Tierney 1v1, I think it's good going up against fullbacks.
Started last night left wing.
Did he start as well left wing, did he? There you go. He could easily go and play there now on the left wing.
I didn't watch it, I watched the Real Madrid game, but
I think he will do that.
What about you? Where are you going, Max Johnson or Ralston?
Do you know what I was going to ask you? I've not seen a lot of Max Johnson. Is he good?
I remember.
Really? Who would you go?
Big powerful ball.
I think he'll go with. I'm sticking with Ralston.
Personally, do you think? Would you go with?
I would stick with Ralston. Yeah, I think Ralston. Sometimes you look at him and it's very easy to give him a bit of criticism, going, "Oh, he doesn't get a regular game with Celtic." But look who Celtic's first choice right back is, right? And every time he's went in there, apart from obviously the Euro that pass, right? Forget that, we'll make mistakes. I think he's done.
But I think the centre back should have been there.
Great argument. Yeah.
Derek, who you going?
I think Clarke will go with Ralston, but I like Max Johnson. I know I've not seen enough of him
I've watched him
of late, but I tell you what, he's a talented boy. You just says big and powerful. He's a lot more than that, isn't he?
He's a good player.
Aye, good player. I mean, his old man was a terrific player as well.
Alan John Sticky.
Aye, Magic. Aye.
What is that?
Magic, I would call him. Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson.
Magic.
Aye.
Sticky.
Different class. His dad was a terrific
His dad was a top player, wasn't he?
Started off in the white guys.
Did you know that was
I didn't realise it was his
Aye.
dad. The big one is Shankland. You surprised at that? Kevin Nisbet obviously called up.
Were you?
Hey, the big one is doing Motherwell Academy graduates in there. That's the best.
I'm not surprised that. I would
Nisbet in for
and the reason why I'm going to say it is
just of late, and it's the last couple of weeks.
I love Shankland, right? I think he's a great player. But Shankland hasn't. He scored 4 goals, right? And the reason he scored, he's been playing as a.
He's not playing up front,
He's not playing as a striker, right? And if you're going to play him in that position, where I think Shankland's been brilliant, my heart's in that position, brilliant. But we've got enough players in there that can go and do that.
It's Nisbet no playing that position for Aberdeen, is he?
No,
he's playing
is he more
well, he has actually.
further forward,
At the start, when it was him and Gay, it was Nisbet through the up, the more advanced. But you might be right.
I'm just a wee bit surprised, Shankland.
And he scored a couple of goals in Nisbet lately, hasn't he?
That's what I'm saying. It takes you.
But
Is it another one of them two? We know what Nisbet and Shankland can do. Is there no room for Bobby Wills coming in?
It's just a playoff, mate.
I know, but still, like,
It's not.
it's
not a game.
But would you start? Do you think you'll ever start Kevin Nisbet, Steve Clarke?
no,
No,
I
that's how
don't think so.
So is there a case of just bringing Wills in? See what he can do.
That's how I was edging me at the World Shankland.
Aye, but you've already got. Look, I agree with you. I do agree with you. But you've already got. So you've got Shea Adams, and then you've got a wee bit of unknown. So it's Mary, right? Nisbet can come on and score a goal. His own form, probably picking Mary on the fact that his confidence will be sky high. But I agree with you. I think Bobby Wales will. I think he will get in Scotland squads. I think Kieran Bowie will get in Scotland squads.
Definitely.
He's a good
Good
player.
player.
He is. Once he gets a good run of games, he'll get in
Famous
squads.
fuck, Bowie.
Aye. How quick it can
Bashes
flip,
people
innit?
a bit.
Wait, no, with Nisbet. Can't even think 3 weeks ago.
Aye.
He can't put the ball in the back of the net. He's hitting the post and all that for 2 yards out, and then just last 2 weeks, boom. And now we're thinking, then you're going, but how quick it can flip.
But at the same time,
Incredible,
Aberdeen are winning
innit?
games now.
Aye, I know. Aye.
So it does help. They do look
Aye.
as if they've got out of that slump they were in. Obviously with results you can see that, but their performance levels, they look like they've got more energy about them. That run they were on, they looked as if they, like, no fight, but they just didn't have the energy to get themselves into games and to win games, but they definitely look like they've come out the other side.
How much does this put on Miller's price tag as well?
Oh,
Motherwell.
20 million.
Motherwell.
20 million. 20 million.
What would they take?
30 now.
I don't
Over
know.
5, yeah.
I think it'd have to be starting at like an initial 4 million with add-ons, but like no, if he goes and wins the Champions League.
Yeah, I find that sort of a strange, right? Because see if Lennon Miller's 18-year-old and he's at Celtic or Rangers, right? We're talking 4 million, they'd laugh at. Because he's at Motherwell.
If he was at Celtic and Rangers, he'd have proved that he could play on that stage.
Lennon Miller can play.
He's not proved it, has he?
What
well,
stage?
Like Champions League level.
I know what you mean, but if you look at that,
But even if he went and didn't have good games, you'd still be going, he plays every week for Celtic, so I agree.
I just think that because it's Motherwell and teams like that, you go, maybe, and I agree, 4 million add-ons, blah, blah, blah. Lennon Miller in the future will be worth a lot more than 4 million quid. The wee problem is, I think he's only a year left in his contract, isn't he? So all of a sudden that.
Look, it might change. You might be right. It might change. That might have been what they would have accepted in January. Now you're looking at potentially a full international at 18.
But then the deal to be done and all of it is with the add-ons and all what comes with it. So if he goes somewhere and just what Dad's saying, he will do well because he's got his head screwed on. That's why he wasn't made captain. Just because it's going to add millions. He was made captain for a reason. To probably say to everybody, listen, this is a top footer player, but this is a guy who's got his head screwed on. So it's important the deal that Mother will do is with the add-ons because I can only speak for a wee bit of experience watching how things were with Lewis, but if Lewis was to move, you know, Aberdeen would be well in the money.
But see the good thing as well is, from the club's point of view, is he's a brilliant boy. So he's not just going to go, there's an offer there, accept it. He'll go to the right place and everything will be...
See, being a brilliant boy, though, Faddy, see, knowing that your contract's up in a year, I know you didn't want to do that to the club, but
no,
would you
sit for a year?
Would you sit for a year and go?
He'll not do that.
I don't think he's that type. That's in it, and his family as well. That's how I was thinking, honestly, when he got the captain's armband, that was to tell everybody as well, that, listen, this is a guy that's level-headed.
Nah, I think he'll go in the summer. I don't think he'll go in the summer.
He'll be happy to make Mother.
Everybody will be.
Mother will give him the opportunity. He'll be happy to say, right, do you know what, I left.
He could have left when he was younger.
Yeah.
Everybody wanting him. He signed a new deal last year.
Aye.
You think
I think
like
for
me, mate.
protection.
You think like me.
Ross told the story, didn't he? He said on the radio that Bailey Rice was better because Rangers wanted Bailey Rice and Lee Miller text saying Rangers wanted Lennon as well, didn't it?
By the way, I'll tell you, mate.
Everybody wanted him.
But he sat in his van for the...
He changed his tune after about 5 minutes. Nah, I was just saying that, you know, I heard.
Would you take me Celtic next year?
100. I would.
100%
Maybe 95%. I like him as the six. I think he can. I think he's brilliant. He can sort of build the game. I wanted to ask you about him. Where do you think's the best place for this next move he goes?
Abroad.
Do you?
That's what I was about to ask you, I know. I think so as well.
Do
I think he should.
Even more than that, I say a Celtic, would you?
It could be, I've said before about McGregor. McGregor can't go on forever. But then, is McGregor ready to down tilt? No. Well, no,
I'll tell you,
from it. He's got a good 2-3 years. So, I think the best place for Lennon Miller would be maybe.
He'll go the best place for his development, but to play. So he'll look
absolutely.
And say, know that he won't back himself, but he'll look and say, right, how do I develop by playing football? I'm not saying he won't play if he goes to Celtic, and look, he might still end up there. But you look at the examples we've said, you know, none better than Lewis going to Bologna, and he's going to move for, whenever he moves, he's going to move for a lot of money. But look at the development of him as a player. And
see, like the coaches in England now, would that also be a good move for him as well in terms of development? All the top coaches in the world are in England now, aren't they?
Aye, but a lot of clubs in England can go and spend £4 or £5 million on a player and stick them in the under 23s. Promise them the world and go.
Chelsea's
you need to develop.
Paddy's bang on the money. The important factor is that he keeps playing first team football.
Ferguson to a big team, Miller to Bologna. I can see that.
Well, look at Bologna. Look at the Euros. I swear it felt like every player in the Euros played for Bologna. Every country had a player.
See, that was the killer for Lewis as well. See, when he picked up the injury, he wasn't going to be involved because there was quite a few of them.
There was loads. Every team I was
boys,
on, I'm going,
boys as well.
Bologna?
And his
players in Bologna?
And Doy, Abisher, his pals. Brella.
Good players as well.
Aye, so, but aye. That, by the way, what a scenario that would be.
Perfect, wasn't it?
Aye. I'd go and watch it, there you go. Because Milan's a great wee
Still going out to 3 days with the casuals, it's happening.
Lewis is in.
Right, Paul, it's a big one.
For the big one. Before we who's got anybody gone yet? You didn't it, Faddy?
Aye.
No. Some game.
You got a ticket yet?
You're not getting this one?
I know, they've not got back.
My boy's gone to it.
Is he? So part of the 2,500?
Aye. I don't know if Ross Darn's certainly gone to it, so.
Celtic and Rangers, isn't it?
How'd you get tickets? Hardest in the world.
His brother's the fucking manager!
Actually, though, he was good in there. I thought he was taking past there, man.
So did I.
Because Barry's boy's gone an off corner, so he might have a chance of getting a ticket. And amongst that, 2,400.
Do me a favour. Please fucking keep that.
No chance.
I've got a ruddy. I'm 63 and I've got a ruddy. Oh, you fucking dick.
And in fact, Dad says, see when him and Connor, Barry's boy Connor, they went out to the Fenerbahce game, and they were sitting in the kind of, Slaney, they were sitting in the kind of nice area, but they didn't really, they wanted to be in the Rangers, they just wanted to go into the Rangers. They're no, I kind of like that. They don't want to sit with the VIPs, they want to get in amongst the...
Have you spoke to again? I know Ash, but have you spoke to him since Fenerbahce?
Who?
Barry.
No, just text.
Just well done.
Aye, that's that.
That's no good. You need to go on the
Get up
phone.
and meet him.
Go mess him.
Exactly. Get his just.
Get it
Don't get a bit
Ask him what the team
tactical.
is.
I think he's a busy man.
Aye.
Big game.
You think so?
Aye.
I would say he's
Just a
probably
bit-
busy.
Doesn't gain all the tickets at your family. Fuck me, man. I'm never going
Remember,
to
they don't tell him anything because he tells
Tells
everybody.
everyone,
So
No, so, hey, they're good, but I know you, the first question I asked you, what did you say?
No, I'm feeling confident. I'm
and
feeling confident.
strangely, I'm feeling a wee bit of that as well.
Do you think this is the most nervous you'll be for one of these games? The fact that your brother is the manager?
Nervous every...
Don't know, no.
Not
No,
the worst,
mate.
Derek. It'll be
Must
worse,
be.
I think.
Come on.
No, mate, honestly, I'm nervous every game, I'm up for it. Every game.
I'm not, you're not playing, you're not.
It's 7 in the morning having a few.
you're a full kit, aren't you? Sitting on the couch, full kit on shinnies, everything, gum shield.
Derek,
Two scarves.
No, so every game like that, and that's the way it should be. Should be for it. So of course it's massive for Barry, but I hope the way he's feeling, he can transfer that onto the players, so that they get that. Because I think that there's a few of them that kind of get adjusted. They're probably getting to know him now, and they'll see what it means to him. So it's clear to see that a lot of them have no go at it this season. They don't get that. So maybe with the guys, with Barry, with Neely and Billy in there and McGregor, maybe they'll get a sense of that and go,
What's bigger, the night or Sunday?
oh.
It is the night.
The
though,
night,
really.
like, of course.
What do you think?
It has to be the night.
Me?
Aye.
I think that.
But do you want to know
Why?
something?
It's a cup. Who cares about cup?
I know. Hold on. I'm getting to fuck. I'm having a Slaney.
See, the night, I think the night's done and dusted, and I don't want to sound too confident,
So
do I.
but because it should have been done and dusted because of
Oh, sure.
that VAR.
Are you not fan, you know?
I'm not. No, I wouldn't begin at saying it's done and dusted.
No, but
I think Rangers will
right,
win.
maybe
Go
that's,
through,
maybe
but
that's. I'm pretty confident they've got enough. But what I witnessed in that first game, they've got enough to see this game, get into the quarters. But no, it's like the Old Firm game takes care of itself, doesn't it? And
But how
it's
do you
one
Rangers approach it, mate?
Parkhead, do you know something after the Fenerbahce game? I'm not so sure. I don't know.
He's got to go.
He's got
He's got to go with the same shape that
Do you know
he
think
played
that
in
Celtic killed them with that?
I
With
don't
the
know
three at
why.
the back. Celtic
but
are
it's
so
no
good in the
goal.
wide areas with their wingers and the full back bombing on. That'll expose their wing back. If the centre half then comes there, it's going to leave massive gaps for Engels, Atati, drive.
Do you know, I think they get a bit lucky the other night? No, lucky, that's the wrong word. No, Rangers be proper because absolutely been proper on that side. I thought when Butland absolutely lunared them,
When I'm
I
having
think
him.
it's the best thing that
I'll
happened.
get
Barry asked him to do that for him.
Balogun was
Imagine that was him.
Barry asked Butland to do that, didn't he?
Give him the signal.
Balogun Suter in there as well, that aerial power. But then it's a different factor coming up against Celtic. The pace, the movement, the sharpness, so...
But what if they drop it at a back five and there's no spaces to run through?
Aye, well that's it.
I don't think you want to drop too deep. They've done that in the past and McGregor's dictated
But you
the
could
game.
still do that, but playing quite high. So you could sit in a mid block.
So do you
with
want
five across
McGregor
the
in your
back.
wing back pushing up onto their Celtic's full back?
No, wing back. Just leave Celtic
Just leave
full back
him.
on the ball
I think they'll go to
and get a
I
midfield
think-
player to
Aye,
come
go
over.
over.
I think that formation suits them. I know what you're
the
saying.
last two games
I know what
at
you're
Celtic,
saying
they
about
played the four.
I know that, but I think that watching them the other night, it's away from home as well, right? And if Celtic dominate the counter attack, I like the fact too the way Tierney and that played. Dessers was
well.
so important. My favourite player. he linked everything up for him.
Who's your favourite player?
Dessers, love him,
Dessers.
right? Because he bought the boys' haircuts, I always like
Aye.
that. But the one thing that, touching on Barry there about formation and everything, you sit and you look at Rangers for a long time and you wonder, why has nobody ever went to that 3, right? Because see, if you criticise Rangers, you criticise them in the full-back areas that they can't defend. Right?
That was a criticism of Clement. That was because he never changed it.
Tavernier gets dogs about can't defend. Chefty for me isn't the greatest defender. Going forward, they're very good. So the fact that putting the extra defender in there with Tavernier, who can go from centre back to right back where he's comfortable and working the other side, I think it worked.
Well, Van Bronckhorst's got them to a European final, going to 5 at the back quite a lot, didn't he?
I
think a lot of coaches and managers now have this formation, and that's how they
play.
And how they
And that was Clement's
and they won't change instead of going right.
Change
No,
for
they're
my
good.
players.
I want to get the best out of what I have.
Clement was so stuck in his ways.
Ancelotti's the best at it.
Aye. And he
Best out of his players.
there was a wee bit more freedom about Clement just before Christmas. I've just run about the time Hadji come back, they sorted everything out. So in the forwarders, but you're right, but not at one time did they, because we know that they're weak in the areas. You know, even Yilmaz, I don't think Yilmaz's a good defender. Yefty, questionable. Tav, we know what Tav brings to the table. So
Were you surprised when you seen it was a 5? When the
I was,
started?
but as soon as I saw who was playing,
He deserves credit for that, didn't he? Massive
Aye,
credit for that.
definitely.
It's a Walter Smith inspired lineup. Playing the back 5 the way they've done it, get the attacking players
And
narrower.
and the way you used Tierney, the way Tierney was allowed to drift in.
Amazing to play in.
Because that Fenerbahce, they two in the middle of the park, they didn't have a Scooby back where he
call
was.
it saying it
They weren't,
tens,
weren't they, no? They weren't aware, and he was lovely the way he was allowed that wee bit of freedom just to float in there at number 10 role.
See, you're talking
Getting half
about,
turn.
Celtic will get down the wide areas, which they can, obviously, where they've got. You're talking about Fenerbahce there. They got wide, and every ball they put in the box, Balogun and Suter just went
Different,
Deep
didn't it?
toss.
just went and won
Just
it.
mopped it up.
And look, I think tactical it'll be brilliant. I think it'll be a great game, right? I really do. But I think that Rangers, they'll probably stick with the same formation tonight, Ibrox.
Aye.
And I think they'll go with that come Sunday.
That's what makes it more interesting for me, because normally it's
they're gonna
same
win that,
formation against the same formation, and whoever does it better.
Yeah.
Whereas there is a bit different, like how do they work out? Because you're working on this game the night, and everything has to be, the focus is on this. Do you just then say, right, we're going to do the same, even though Fenerbahce aren't the same as
Quite different
Celtic?
to Celtic, Or does he look at how Clement got how they got
last 2
success the
games.
last 2 games and go with that?
I think you try and continue what you've been doing. And you could go to a 4 and you could go back to the way it was and still get a result. But I think that if they get a good result tonight, you're going, well, what's the point in changing it? The team are in their rhythm.
And they
you know,
need to
just
keep
think
that
they look
level of
stronger,
performance up.
I know it was one-off game, right? But they just looked.
Fenerbahce.
They looked like they had
Rangers were great, but Fenerbahce were.
No, I think you've got to give credit to Rangers.
No, they were great,
I think they looked more disciplined.
They'd more energy, I know. They brought wee Barron in. Wee Barron,
done well, Barron,
Raskin, Diamandi were excellent. The energy, and that's what they've been lacking at times. That's what they need on Sunday domestically. That's when you look back to that Motherwell game a few weeks back. The energy was like drained out of them. You need that. You need that in these games. But then, listen, they've changed the formation. He's tweaked it. But now you need the players, you know, to be up for it, to fancy this, and to play to their maximum, because this is where everybody's scratching their head. Why can they produce this in Europe and no do it domestic?
Where are you watching it Sunday? Daz?
I don't know yet. That will be decided in the next day or two.
Do you like watching it in a pub? I don't.
No,
You
you
take it in.
didn't watch it.
No,
You end up talking.
Aye.
You're sitting watching and somebody goes, what about when you said that on that board? And you're like, I watch it.
No, it is. It's hard, isn't it?
That's him.
Aye, I would like to watch it in like, that environment, but I don't think I will. Padded room.
Scared in case you say
Padded
something.
room.
You've not been drinking yet. You've not been
Padded
drinking
room.
yet. Pick all this up.
No, I know. That's it.
Stay off a drink.
Aye. That's it. What?
Stay off a drink for it. Yeah. Where'd you watch the Fenerbahce game? Have you watched
In the
any
house.
games you've done now?
In the house, no. I should actually go and watch it.
I watch it, old boy.
Aye. But I'll tell you the reasons off camera why, no.
Alright, okay.
No.
What about for your side of Celtic? Brendan Rodgers said Rangers stole their game plan the last time at Ibrox and that's why they beat them. Was it as simple as that?
I don't really like that, to be honest. I don't really like it. I don't think so. I thought Rangers were just the better team on the day. Go to it right. Celtic were playing sort of. We're playing too safe. I remember the final as well. They obviously like winning, and the next thing they're playing too many sort of. But didn't stretch the game. But if, as I said earlier, if Rangers play 5, they'll get destroyed at the weekend.
Destroyed?
Aye, destroyed. They'll be 3-0, 4-0.
Wow, this is good.
4-0 now?
No, no 4. 3. I wanted to stick with 3.
Is that German beer still lingering in your system?
Because if Rangers didn't drop too deep and McGregor will start dictating the game.
Why are you dropping deep just because they're in a 5?
Because if they don't and the wing back pushes up and you're asking that.
No, the wing back's no, we're saying the wing back's staying with the winger.
Aye, so if the centre mid goes there, you can't leave a spare player there for Celtic. You can't.
You just shuffle everyone across that side of the pitch.
But you'll just. That's a great point. You've got me.
It's back
but
to
I
2-0.
just think you've got to try. Maybe you could push up, but 2-0. But I think I would go with the same for a Rangers point of view, what they've done the last 2 games. But I think Celtic. I think Rodgers will want to make a statement the weekend.
So if Rangers do what they've done previously, will Celtic going behind them? Because they've not done that the last 2 games, have they? They've kind of played in the middle of the pitch. The ball's been nicked off them.
I think they've got it at times. I don't think Rangers, these 2 side centre backs, if they do that, are quick. So I would look to stretch them that way, and then you can then start playing.
Do you think Celtic will play differently to how they have the previous 2 games against Rangers? In terms of always playing it for the back, try to play through the lines instead of maybe playing over the top.
I think they'll still try and play, but there will be there has to be. I think they've shown that before. They've been able to, particularly in the Champions League games, been able to get in behind or look to go in behind. I'd imagine that I know that I'm going to say Maida's got to play as a striker. Jota will be in and Kuhn. He'll peel into that channel that we know that he loves.
Maida will.
I think so. I think they'll look to get down the sides. It will not be, Celtic are going to be long ball, but at times they're going to.
Will they change their tactics, Faddy? Because you think about it, right? I'm not talking.
I just asked.
I'm not what?
I know what I just asked.
Did you? You talking about Celtic? Oh right, yeah. Sorry,
he just spoke about it last time.
You still thinking about asking him?
How he's getting
tickets, happy?
Give him a hug. Used to give each other a hug.
I've not got that one for me yet. Every time I look at him, I go, "What's you need, bit of time, brother?"
Bad corner, isn't it? Innit?
Keep the ball away to keep the ball here.
Since you fucking thing made my way.
It's time to do it.
I'll be controversial. He's go.
He's just wrote on his sheet.
Controversial. He's not even spelled it right. You've not even spelled that right.
I seen it 10 minutes ago.
Give you something controversial.
He said it. That was him being strong for the Celtic. If they win, if they play that way, they'll be destroyed. That's just controversial.
He can't even spell it.
I think they'll still try and play.
Play all right.
There's definitely going to be
the speed of play will be up at 10-20%. That's what will be the difference if Celtic are going to beat Rangers. That'll be the difference. I don't think they'll change too much by the way they.
But if they keep doing what they've done the last 2 games, then they'll not win the game.
But they never played. Did they have any intensity about them?
I don't think they boys about in a Celtic Rangers game. I think we're not going to play with intensity.
They didn't.
That was it. No more on how Rangers pressed them there.
Aye. As Rangers were
do the same again,
played very well.
We have moments like that in these games.
I hope the same scenario crops up again. Aye. I hope they think that Rangers going to be a piece of cake. I hope so. What I bet.
Oh, that's controversial. Hold on, spell that. hey.
Right, we'll kick to the bet at the end when the bet builder comes.
Does it make a difference with Rangers having fans there?
Aye, of course it does.
Definitely make a game better.
Aye.
Even though it's listen, we're crying out for it, innit? For like, the fans to win. And so it should be. Quicker that's sorted out, the better. But aye, even that wee pocket of fans, when you go out and you acknowledge that, you hear them, you know how you.
It makes it better atmosphere.
Of course it does, aye.
I'd
like to get back to the old days, the way it was.
Oh, the old days were.
It was mayhem, but you need that.
It was great to see Hibs with that amount of fans.
At the end of the day, we suit the fans, the game's not, and we all say that.
Jock Stein quota.
But it is, innit? But you need them, and that's what I'm saying. Even though there's, what is it, 2,400 wee pockets, as soon as you'll hear them, you will hear them as a player running out at Parkhead. Of course you do, and you're like, right, let's go, baby.
Oh, do you? Sweet baby.
No, but it does, mate. Of course it does. And aye, it'll be good if you see that at Ibrox and all. They just come to somebody.
Right, so how are you feeling if Rangers don't go through the night? Are you still feeling as confident?
I know you're playing the same formation.
See, right, I'm not even thinking that way. So there you go. I feel kind of, just with everything
just
that has
confident.
been discussed, pretty confident at the moment that they've changed it. They've got a system, a way of playing. It's the only worry for me is the players at times, because of what's went on before. They're up and down. You just don't know
but
what they're
they're up because big game last week,
And
great result, could have been better.
Aye.
Massive game tonight,
And that'll be
massive game coming. So it's not up
and that'll
down
be
in terms of
getting
motivation.
I'm sure that'll be getting explained to them day in.
I think
day
that's
right,
got higher.
aye.
So you go into that game and away against Fenerbahce and say, get a positive result to take back, so you're
Into
still in the tie, keeping the tie. You've got a brilliant result, so the expectation, the anticipation's higher for this game, and then it's higher again on Sunday because
Keep reminding them what you've done to Fenerbahce. You do it again tonight. You're going up against
Oh, the
the
night's
best.
so important.
You're up against the best team in Scotland.
The big
on
one for
Sunday.
them
So
tonight
let's go
for me
again.
is
let's go and prove a point. As it is.
it's no job done. I think a lot of times this season Rangers have get stuck in. I don't know if it's just a wee, but no laziness, but something creeps in where they go. This is going to be. This is going to be easier. We're good and we'll win the game, and it doesn't work out like that because the intensity's not the same, the application's not the same.
I'm calling him Dad. That's the worry.
That's all right. I thought you were going to call me Dad.
Because they can morph into that a wee bit.
We're dead.
Because that's the criticism of the players, because sometimes they've morphed into that state of mind. Oh, this is a gimme, we just need to talk. But that's not going to happen for me over these next couple of games.
Because a big game.
You need to play with a wee bit of fear, like not fear, but
that's a good way of
like a wee bit of jeopardy.
Always have that.
Yeah. Right, we'll let you get back.
By the way, just to let you know, we're fucking sitting there. It's a great podcast.
You're coming up in weight.
He's got mad. We'll need a day song again here. We're not a gang. You know what I mean?
Does the Celtic team pick itself?
Aye.
What about, and so Rangers team, what are you picking if you're picking the Rangers team? What's their best team and what's their best formation to go into this? I know we've spoken about what I think Barry might do, but what would you go?
Right, let's get combined then.
Okay, well, I'll go goalkeeper. But
I would go 4. Personnel.
No. Depends. See if they get beat tonight, right? Which I don't think they will. Right? I think they'll win tonight. I think they'll score a goal, which means it's out of the Fenerbahce's hands. If they get beat tonight, but you just wonder if they would change the formation. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying tonight's so important.
Who plays right wing back for you? Because Andy wants Sterling and didn't he? But who's been playing there?
I understand that.
Sterling.
Was it Yilmaz?
Yilmaz played there.
He wasn't great.
I think you're a bit
I think you maybe
unfair.
put Sterling. I know Tavernier's done well there. Right centre back.
Right centre back.
And
Tav
you know
right
when
wing
you're
back.
playing a back three, when you're being more attacking, you would go right wing back gets high and wide. Right centre back, you need to play as a right back. You need to go out and cover that space, and at times go man for man. I think that you'd probably feel a bit better if Sterling was doing that than Tavernier. Plus, you get more out of Tavernier.
Sterling further.
No, Sterling the back.
Oh, definitely.
And Tav higher.
Aye.
Wait, Sterling where?
Right centre back.
Sterling. Balogun Suter.
No,
good.
Not at all. And put Tavernier out in the right hand side.
Right wing back.
Wing back.
Oh no.
Aye, I would.
No.
Why not?
Because Tavernier's probably been at his best now playing in that right centre back for me.
But Maida's playing up front.
Right, so but he's got 3. He's got Balogun and he's got Suter. Right, so he's got plenty of cover. You expose Tavernier out there again.
That puts the fear into me.
You put Tavernier out there again. I'm sorry, no, I disagree with that. I think he's our top.
Good.
Who would you play right wing back then if Tavernier plays there?
I don't mind Sterling playing there. Listen.
But when you get high up the pitch, Sterling's getting you nothing.
I know, but even Yilmaz, for me, I think that he's a left-sided player, but and all that. But their best performance in a long time was the other night there, right? And that formation worked brilliantly for him. Now that doesn't mean to say it'll work brilliant all the time, but there was a good balance, a good strength to it.
No,
good
a
balance.
39-year-old striker up front. They've got the fucking fittest guy in the world playing up front against them on Sunday.
I know, but you've got but Tavernier's got that big experience in the fact that he's in.
That strikes fear into me, just what you said.
I
try to put that out of my head now.
What Sterling getting in there, it's hardly
Tab up
played.
against Maeda.
Hardly played. He's a full back as well, really, isn't he?
But he's better defensively.
You
so
think?
Mate, no, I think Tavernier's knowledge of the game would be better.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? I would certainly not. put
Fascinating,
Tavernier-
We're going to get used to a separate podcast.
Fascinating.
Aye, we'll pick. What other
Yeah.
team we pick?
We need to do something with them. I
Aye.
don't know what it is.
You need to win at snooker.
Right, predictions. Come on, let's get gauge your
3-0
predictions.
Celtic.
3-0 Celtic.
Yeah. You know.
3.
Big call.
Oh, that's
He's also said 2-0 this week, and he's also said 4-0.
No, 3-0. This is my final
final call.
decision.
That's
Go on. Just
I'm not shouting the fence.
stand there.
I've had a fucking poor day, poor morning.
By the way,
Yeah, mate.
I mean, fucking
great, mate.
I'm gonna
It's your
go.
birthday.
I'm gonna go.
it's
Happy
my body
birthday.
and I'll cry if I want to.
I'm gonna have a wee glass of wine after
After this.
the game.
Red and white.
Aye, the way game. Aye, I'm getting out of that spot. I'm getting out of that spot.
Get the tonic wine.
I just think, well, look, I'm home advantage. I'll go Celtic. I think it'll be tight, but I just think Celtic will win it.
Derek.
2-1 Rangers.
Wow.
Paddy.
Aye, and I know sometimes and again, but we've just spoke about it, dictated a wee bit with what goes on the night and all that. Keep it going, keep the confidence high. But I just get a feeling, you know, I think we could win it 2-1.
I think Celtic win it. I do. I think that their performance, particularly in the last one, they'll want to make up for that. They know that winning the game, then they can see when they win the league and
2-1.
plan all that. So I think Celtic win the game.
I'll go 2-1 Celtic.
Are you going 2-1
going
Celtic?
How do you think the
I'll
game
go
will play
2-1.
out? Comfortable for Celtic or?
No,
No.
nobody.
Oh,
No,
you kidding? No, I don't think so.
I'm surprised you're 3-0. Phil.
Are you?
Do you want to change it?
No.
Good.
No, I go 4.
Good.
You going to see nothing, right?
Aye.
Yeah.
I really do. I really believe so.
Aye.
Celtic, incredible. They really are.
I
Dominant.
think, and the question was asked, I do think that the having the, 2,500 Rangers fans definitely makes it better. Definitely makes it better.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Goals either way, tackles. I think the atmosphere is going to be amazing.
Just quite everyone going Schlupp over Taylor. That left
He's
back.
played well, hasn't he?
Looks a player, doesn't he?
He's a good player.
Would you make any changes to the Celtic team?
Do you know something? See, because if Rangers went and played 3-5-2, or well, not 3-5-2, but 3 with the 2 wing backs in the box, I wouldn't be surprised if he threw Taylor in there to come in that middle part. I know that I think for strength and height and everything, he's been excellent. But it's Taylor. He's played in all these games. He's played in big games when they've been successful. He's never let them do. And I think that's his only question. Does he put Taylor in there because he thinks getting into that middle part, building it up, which Taylor's brilliant at, or does he stick with his
I think he sticks with Schlupp.
listen,
I know where you're. I do understand where you're coming from.
He's
I'll get your ticket, mate. I'll get your
Oh,
ticket.
he's going to be there.
I'll sort you out.
And then he's got something planned after it. He's got a wee date.
No, I've no.
Have you,
No,
mate?
I've no at all.
We were in a coffee
German
shop the other
bears?
day and he was
You and
arranging
McCormack?
things for after it.
Me and Ross will be meeting up. Ross has got a table, actually.
Says that.
where?
In his van.
Where? A massage table. He's got a massage table in
at
it.
the side.
Wait, another huge derby Sunday, the Dundee Derby.
Amazing.
Andy actually said this is the perfect game for Dundee
Nah.
because they've been in a right bad run of confidence. It's
Why don't we just bring Andy in? He can.
Aye. Get him playing FaceTime.
Keep saying this is his favourite. He never stops talking to Andy.
no, but the reason I'm saying, do you agree with that? When they run their own, that's probably a game they need.
Two commentary fucking games for Andy, and he's telling us all we're doing it.
No, I don't.
Do you know?
No,
No, I think Dundee United will beat them.
I know what.
Dundee
Like,
lose
in terms
too many
of
goals.
it being a derby, and like you're hoping you get merit your players, but they're not playing well. They're not winning games.
Look at the goals they're losing.
And they're
See so
losing a
many,
lot of
don't they?
goals. I think that it's funny because coming into the start of the season, Dundee had obviously finished the season brilliantly, exceeded expectation. Dundee United come up, maybe no played as well, and you're looking at it saying Dundee are heavy favourites for me. And then the next one, Dundee United started well. Dundee probably hadn't done as well as people expected. You think this is more level. Come to this one, and you're like, Dundee United are clear favourites.
If it had been at Dens, you would go, right, okay, looking at last time they played there in the Cup, fine. But Tannadice, home advantage, why Dundee are losing goals?
There's a softness about it just creeped into Dundee, innit?
I lost a wee bit of that
confidence.
And then you look at Dundee United, Faddy said there's hard edged, and there's something about them, you know, that kind of makes you edge towards Dundee United. I don't know, I've got a wee soft spot for Dundee. I like Dundee. I like the way they play. I like the players they've got, but it's just who was they 2 games they lost 6-0? Was it back to back or something? When at Hearts and I think
Celtic,
killed them a wee bit. So it is. There's a wee bit of kind of fragility about them.
Who think's got better players, Dundee United or Dundee?
See, I think Dundee's got a lot of good players.
I'll tell you who's been great for Dundee, Simon Murray.
He's been brilliant.
Right, honestly,
Another
not
boy
the fact
beside
he's a worker, right? He's a brilliant team player. He scores goals.
Yeah.
You know, but you look at Dundee United,
Own goals.
Dalby as well. You know,
Got some goals in that. Nah, he was unlucky, wasn't he?
I think, they're fairly evenly matched, I would say, in terms of player for player. But Dundee United are just, they go into this for me big favourites, but it's a derby game, so you never know. And that's probably going back to what, you know, Andy's point.
My point.
Because a derby. Well, if you'd have just says, I think because a derby.
who's Andy went for? Sorry.
No went for them, they just said it'll favour. It's good for Dundee.
Aye. So in that respect, it's you're talking about lack of confidence and being on a bad run, then this is a great one to say, right, it's a derby. Just simplify it. Obviously have a game plan and how you want to play and how you want to stop them, but simplify it and say, listen, you need to be better than the person you're playing against today.
Never mind that, Faddy. We would just want to keep an eye on St Johnstone.
They were poor
Dundee United are better without the ball.
I know the one.
By the way,
I was
Anyway,
expecting a lot
it
better.
goes against the argument for plastic pitch or grass. The pitch was terrible. The pitch was terrible.
Livy played brilliant the first half.
It was terrible though.
What about the goal?
Players slipping all over the place.
Livy were excellent.
Went in the first half.
Excellent. I enjoyed the game.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Because it was no VAR as well. That added to it as well. I thought.
Some goal, wasn't it?
Oh,
mate.
what Terry Mendes one.
Do you know what I can't understand? I could never have kicked the ball that far.
I mean, he could
thinking-
kick a ball at 15 game.
You see the man who scored for St Mirren they showed was for about 20 yards further back. And it was just the exact same strike.
Great.
How does he take that on? Huh?
Kerry's left foot's always been a
Beautiful,
foot,
isn't
innit? I prefer playing at Tannadice when in these derbies and Dens as an away play.
Why?
Just like Tannadice better as a stadium, and pitch was always better.
Dundee's pitch is excellent now.
Now it is but back then I preferred to play at Tannadice.
How was your record?
Beat everyone. That was fucking hopeless in every single one. Amazing. No matter outcome, will Tony Docherty get to the end of the season, or will it be a case that Dundee might panic if they lose this game?
Don't panic.
No, I don't think so. I think
I'd
still been a job.
I'd like to think so. There's a lot to like about Docherty.
But there is a lot at stake in it if they go down.
Of course, I know
Oh,
that.
massive, aye, but
Look how we go at them up, and as I've seen, some of the football they've played, I've enjoyed watching them, and it's just that there's a softness at times about them.
I didn't get them up.
Aye,
Very boy,
aye, but there's a softness about them, you know, at times, which will kill them. But I think there's enough to see that they're going in the right direction.
It's the same again, right? Like, I know he's older and he's more experienced in terms of being an assistant manager, but too often managers, whether they're in their first role, their second job, as soon as they go through a bad spell, they get sacked. Like even if they've done well before, they just get sacked, and they're never allowed time to try and fix it. So I think that the pressure will be mounting. Of course, it's football, and you need to win games. But I like that the fact that they have been on such a bad run that he is still the manager, and I think it's good. He'll learn more.
To the outside looking at
winning games and doing well.
We kind of see that he'd be taking them in the right direction. He is still the man. That's a good point, because they're going through it obviously a sticky situation at the minute, but I would like to see them stick with him.
Use the same.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
I don't know if they'll stick with him if they get relegated.
Right.
I don't. And by the way,
I think you'll definitely get to summer, does
I agree with Faddy and what Faddy says, because you look at examples we've had. Kettlewell, for instance, at Motherwell, fans wanted him out, stuck with him, done a good job. You look at David Gray,
Aye.
for instance, a perfect example.
That is,
Stuck-
isn't it?
Stuck
That
with
is
him.
the example.
Faddy's right. Assistant manager to manager is completely two different roles. As much as you can say, I've been experienced, I've been in the dugout
Aye.
for that long, he's got to learn his own mistakes and whatever. I don't think they would sack him, but I think if they got the fact that they get relegated and obviously never won a cup, I think they would pump him.
See, he looks like a manager to me. I know what you're saying about assistant getting into that job, and it is totally different. But I think it doesn't look like that when you listen to him speak.
Aye.
You know,
Talks like a manager, doesn't it?
Didn't he? That's the kind of vibes I get. You know, when you see him, you see him conducting himself.
Predictions?
It's like, I know you've lost him. What's your best memories?
Draw.
Of derbies? Any good memories? Or what's your worst ones?
We actually battered them once in a cup, and Kyle Lennon and the goalie came. We went down to 10 men, done really well. Last minute came out for a corner, missed the fucking punch, and he did it in the last minute. And the full week after that, we played Superman, Kev McBride Barra. We travelled through from Glasgow to Dundee. Barra sat in the front of the motor and played the Superman theme tune. He sat in the back, fucking fuming the full every day for the full.
Amazing. Is the atmosphere amazing?
It's a good derby. I really enjoyed it.
Aye.
Really enjoyed it. But maybe I was playing. Dundee United at that time had fucking Armstrong, Mackay, Stevens. They were fucking proper team. mate.
Who did you
Proper
have?
team. Me. But we had me, Kevin Thompson. It was good. They were good games. Good quality. Paul McGowan, Gary Harkins.
Usually a good team.
We finished top 6 that year. Dundee legend.
I fancy Dundee United at the weekend.
I do as well.
I'm going to go draw.
Draw. I'm going draw as well.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't
fancy a draw.
surprise me a draw.
One each.
It
two
really
each.
wouldn't.
Aye.
The games have
Scoring.
been so close, haven't they?
Best
2-1
scoring game.
Dundee United for me.
But I'd put Dundee United favourites.
Right, on at the bet builder, Paul.
Oh.
Celtic v Rangers.
3-0.
Right, so you're going. Right, we'll get the
2-1.
ones. Right, we'll do them individually. Paul, you're going over 2.5 goals.
Yeah, over 2.5.
Both teams to score, no?
No,
How many corners?
I'm going to go over 7.
Over 7. Anytime scorer.
Hatati.
Wow. And full-time result, Celtic.
Did you just make that up? Because you said you were going to come out with something at the beginning of the show.
No.
You did. You should say I'm going to do something spectacular in the show.
Aye, got to
The
get
bet
a bet
builder.
builder.
Oh, did I?
Aye.
Must have been Hatati, man, aye.
Is that when
I
you
don't-
drink my
Imagine
water?
that. Imagine picking a player.
I know, it plays every week, never gets taken off.
Right, Dazzler, your one, mate.
I'm going to go 2-1 Celtic. Right? I
So
think
that's over 2.5 goals.
goals. I'm going
Both teams to score, yes.
both teams to score, yeah. I'm going over 6 corners. Right? Anytime goal scorer, Engels.
Penalty.
Well, or from a run inside the box.
2-1 Rangers.
Over 2.5.
Over 7 corners. I think it'll be Tierney. Just ghosting in,
Good,
pulling it away for the keeper.
Keeper.
Right hand side in off the post.
Is that for the first goal or the second goal?
Well, that's the first goal.
Can't wait to
What's the
see
second one?
it. Got his phone.
That's what I fancy.
I'm going to go over 3.5 goals.
Oh, wow.
I think it'll be a high scoring game, aye. Both teams to score, yes. Corners, let's go over 9. Anytime scorer.
I've curtailed my
It's
corner.
got to be my dinner.
Aye. Maida, anytime scorer. And full-time result, Celtic.
Boys,
If you were to do one.
2-1 Celtic. Both teams to score, obviously. Over 10 corners. Maida.
What a show again, lads. Me and you need to go and do something now. Pick
Aye.
yourself up for this.
I'm getting in the white van.
Man.
Zero scores away
Just
from
reverse it right to the door there.